Meteorologist Robert Spetta. Once again, we are talking about that chance of a tropical system developing out here around the Philippines. Now, I know we've been saying that for about a week now, and the threat is still there. But the thing is, the convection is just not coming together. I mean, it looks like scrambled eggs, like somebody just threw paint at the wall here on our satellite picture, and that's good news. Bad news is that the convection is still there, and it's going to be increasing rainfall across parts of Visayas and Mindanao as we go out through mid part of the week to these areas that do not need more precipitation. It's just this elongated trough setting up south of our high pressure area back towards the north. So as we go out through Wednesday, you can see even a possibility of a low pressure area developing along that, increasing showers from Visayas, Mindanao, over already saturated grounds. Loose grounds could increase that threat of flooding, but not only that, landslides. I know you don't want to hear that, especially across late day in Samar, but the potential is there. Even over towards Palawan, this is still going to be moving off towards the west as well through the Sulu Sea. Then eventually, we could see this start to push off there towards the Paracel Islands, and eventually could bring some rainfall across parts of Vietnam. But anytime we get a system developing, pulling up right into here, there is that chance it could get hooked and pull back towards east. So Taiwan and Luzon still need to keep a very, very close eye on this as we go ahead, potentially into the early part of next week. The GFS guidance actually really wants to keep that system a little bit further towards the east, increasing rainfall here. This is the ECMWF, kind of more so pulling it further towards the west, out there towards Hainan and eastern areas of Vietnam. But what I can tell you, at least for now, next several days, 100% seeing an increase of rainfall across Mindanao, Visayas, southern areas of Luzon. Let's just take a look actually at some of the long-term guidance here as well. And I want to show you what I've been looking at as far as these meteorological products are concerned. So, hold on a second. All right. Let's take a look at the satellite picture, though, first. High pressure area located towards the southeast of Okinawa. Really staying in place there, keeping Okinawa dry, at least for the time being. We have our easterlies down towards the south, and these systems are really just going to want to run along the easterlies, kind of on the southern edge of that high pressure area located towards the southeast of Okinawa. This takes off the chance of this recurving and turning towards the north. It is going to run over the Philippines. There's your positive area of vorticity right in there. That's where we're going to be seeing the potential for development with that tropical wave will run over the Philippines, bringing an increase in rainfall. The number one question is, look where the lines kind of fall apart right off here towards the east. The GFS really wants to turn this further towards the east, staying along the west coast of Luzon, while the ECMWF kind of rides it out there towards Vietnam. That's why through the 28th through the 1st, really, we're just going to have to continue to track this. I mean, take a look at the GFS. Here's the guidance. Kind of wants to pull this and turns it towards the north, and then eventually could get hooked and pull back towards Luzon, while the ECMWF kind of keeps it more on that westerly track, really close to Vietnam. There's a split in that long-term guidance, but what I can tell you, I think more of a confidence that this, at least the moisture from this, is going to try to swing and turn back towards the east. But definitely want to keep a close eye on that long-term outlook, at least for the time being, because there is still a lot of questions to be had with it. All right, for now, though, here on our Wednesday, hope everybody's having a fantastic start to your work week, at least as we go through Tuesday. But heading into tomorrow, we're still going to be looking at, look at this. Oh, man, my graphic card is having a hard time probably keeping up with this, but that's just showing you all the rain across Mindanao. Besides, with that tropical wave coming overhead, I think every single one of you is going to see some sort of chance of showers. Where the forecast becomes a little bit more tricky is the further north we go. Of course, you got plenty of rain down towards the south, but I think some of the mountains get that enhanced orographic lifting across parts of the Luzon, higher elevations. Baguio, for example, for sure going to look at an increase in showers while things stay relatively dry into the valley. But, you know, you're going to be looking at some passing cloud cover out there as well. Wednesday's forecast for the Philippines looks like that. Well, back towards the west, Ho Chi Minh, and prepare for an increase in rainfall as we go ahead into your weekend as well. So, a few things to talk about here and plenty of time to talk about it as far as if this does get developed or not. But what I can tell you, once again, for now, increase in showers there across central and southern areas of the Philippines. Huge thanks for everybody, to everybody that helps out on Patreon. I can't thank you guys enough. I always say it. Boy, oh boy. Got a few new people that just jumped on there. Julie, thank you very much, Julie. I put Garmin separate because he is just massive donation helping out with the channel here. But everybody, I mean, there's a few of you who have been donating for well over a year now. I mean, you can't thank you guys enough. And I just put out a video about it. Please do check that out, about what your investments are paying for, and what I want to do in the future, some upgrades to the channel. It all takes money. And yeah, remember, I'm just a guy in his bedroom kind of putting these together. I'm not associated with any TV station or anything like that, but your support makes it just that much better. It makes the realization of these updates come to fruition. So thank you very much. If you have any questions, comments, or anything like that, please let me know. Number one thing, as always, is, of course, stay safe out there. Prepare if you are looking at that threat of flooding in your neighborhood. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a fantastic day.